doing this again? Yes, we are, Stewie. Okay. Hey everyone, I am Robyn the Copy Bitch. This is Stewie, my sidekick sloth. And today we're doing a quick video on copywriting portfolios. I received a nice comment on one of my videos from Lydia. Lydia said, is there a video of a copywriting portfolio? And no, Lydia, no, we don't have one yet, but we're going to solve that right now by showing you my copywriting portfolio and kind of walking you through it and how you can think about putting yours together. Yes, even if you're a new copywriter and you don't have a lot of content to show. So, shall we get to it? Sounds good to me. Get ready for a scene change. Hey everyone. Okay, hopefully you can see my online portfolio here. If you want to look at it in more detail, etrobbins.com. Portfolio in the main nav. I will link to it in the description on this video. Here's the thing. If you are a freelance copywriter, you absolutely need to have an online presence. I'm sure there's probably someone out there who's gonna be like, I'm an exception to the rule. And yes, maybe there is an exception to the rule, but you're a writer. People want to see examples of your writing. The easiest way to share it is with an online portfolio. Back when I was getting started in 2002, I still had like a book with like paper clips, meaning like clips of actual stuff that I was writing. And that can get messy. That's, hard to show people. Digital portfolios are just so easy because you send a link to a client or people find you online and they can just click through at their leisure, which is how it should be. So my portfolio page is pretty straightforward. Let me just scroll up here. I have a little intro, and then I have it broken down into different sections. I have website copy. I have blogging and article writing. I have email marketing. I have customer stories. I have marketing brochures, white papers, guides, and advertising copy, print, digital, and radio. Also in the right-hand sidebar over here, when I was putting this site together a few years ago, I was rethinking the portfolio section, and I've been doing this since 2002. So I have lots of examples, but I'm not necessarily doing all of this sort of type of writing anymore. Like I don't do flyers anymore. Press release writing, I don't do a ton of those, even radio ad copy. But I still want to show the examples because I want to give people a sense of the full depth and breadth of work that I can do and what I bring to the table. Also, from a search engine optimization perspective, a lot of people find me by coming in from like my radio ad copy example page is one of my most traffic pages on my site. So people can come in this way and then be like, oh, well, look at what else she does. So I do keep those things kind of in the sidebar, even though I don't do a lot of that work anymore. The bulk of my work, website copy, blogging, email marketing, customer stories, even marketing brochures, I don't do a ton of, but they can still be there. White papers and advertising copy. So when it comes to your online portfolio, keep in mind that you're going to have two very different types of people taking a look at it. You will have the people who actually understand writing. They might be content marketers themselves or writers. They might be working for, a marketing firm and they're building the stable, or maybe they're working within a company and they need more writers. So they get writing, they get copywriting. They will be very critical of the work that you do and the style. And if there are any errors, they're going to double check to see if you know search engine optimization. So you want to make sure you have your best work out there. The other people who come to your site will be people who don't have as much experience with writing. That's why they're hiring you. It might be a small business owner who's like, I know I need a kick-ass website, but I don't know the first thing about SEO or how to write. So they come here and what they care about is just like, oh, she does websites. Great. Let me take a look at a couple of them. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. I kind of like the way that's written. Okay, let's talk to her. So that's how they'll be looking at it. So you have to cater to both audiences, but of course you're going to want to put out your strongest work. So let's talk about the other issue that newer copywriters have when they're first starting out and building their portfolio. They'll say to me, well, how do I get examples for my portfolio if I'm just starting out? And it is a total chicken and egg conundrum. I do have a video that talks about this in more detail and I'll link to it, but the short of it goes, when you are a brand spanking new copywriter and you're building your online portfolio and you don't really have any examples, you have to get a little creative, and you might have to do a little bit of writing for free. And I don't recommend doing that for very long, but to get those all important first clips for your portfolio, you might have to do that. So an easy way to go about doing it is think about the people you know, think about the people they know, and I guarantee somebody owns a small business of some sort. It might be a hair salon, it might be a pizza shop, it might be a gym, it might be someone who's an acupuncturist, whatever it is. Those folks need some sort of marketing writing. Maybe they need help revamping their homepage copy, or they need some really good bios for their about page, or they need help with their social media marketing for a month and they need someone to write the copy, or they need some help with their email marketing. Offer to do some of that writing for them for free. Just no strings. Just let them know that, hey, I'm building my online portfolio. I'm a freelance writer. I'd love to do some writing for you. No strings attached. Let me just do some writing for you for free, and here's what I'll do. And then you can use those clips to start populating your portfolio page. Once you have a good number of clips, like, think around maybe 10 different types of clips for your online portfolio. I wouldn't recommend doing writing for free after that. Like, to do so, to get started, you might have to do that. But then after that, you are doing good work. You're working hard. You deserve to be paid for it. When you're doing this approach to a small business, keep in mind that you can probably get a whole different bunch of portfolio pieces done in one fell swoop. So if you're working for that hair salon and you rewrite their homepage, that's one clip. If you do the bios for their about page, that's another clip. If you send out an email newsletter on their behalf, there's another example that you can put in your portfolio. If you do some sort of, I don't know, guide or checklist, like maybe if it's a hair salon that you do a checklist on how to treat split ends. I'm making stuff up, but maybe you do a nice one pager that you design. That's another example. So you can see how you can get like a whole bunch of examples just working with one small business doing, a bunch of freebies. It might take you a few hours to do, you get it done, and then you have some portfolio pieces. And then from there, you can start working with clients and charging. Hopefully that will give you some ideas about how to build that all-important portfolio page, because I know that is hard when you're first starting out and you're like, where am I supposed to get this stuff when I don't have any examples? Once you do that, make sure you keep your portfolio updated. That's a mistake I see a lot of places make, including this copywriter right here. Like, sometimes I forget to update my portfolio, but you want to make sure you have your most recent work up there, especially the stuff you're most proud of. And then in terms of how the portfolio works, I'll show you mine here. Under websites, it's just a link, opens in a new tab. That way people can still get back to my website. They can scroll through this one and get back here. For, let's see, blogs work the same way because it's a website link. And then white papers and guides, I'll show you that one because that opens a PDF. So, and this is a nicely designed piece. So this is a strong portfolio piece. So let's talk a little bit about design. So people are very forgiving. If you're just positioning yourself as a freelance copywriter and you don't have any design skills, that's perfectly okay. People are going to be paying attention to your words first and foremost. If you do have any design chops, first of all, you could offer that as part of your services. I'm always in awe of writers who also have design abilities and, can take their words and create a guide like this. And a lot of them can, because there are great tools out there like Canva and Photoshop and things like that, where you can actually create these guides pretty quickly and make them look good. So if you have that ability, do that. But if you don't stress. People are just want to see the words and make sure you know what you're doing word-wise. As you go along, you will have some of those nicely designed pieces that you can then, highlight on your portfolio page. Let's see, what else can I tell you about portfolios? I think that's probably it. So if you have specific questions, by all means, ask me in the comments, because that's what I'm here for. I am the copy bitch. But for now, I'm going to turn it back to Stewie. And we are back. Kind of like magic, right? Hopefully you found that visual aid stimulating and inspiring and kind of answered your question as to what should go into a copywriting portfolio. even if you're just starting out and you don't have a lot of content. If you have other questions, well, hey, you're in the right place, because I am the copy bitch, and you should ask the copy bitch your copywriting questions. Leave them in the comments, email me, reach out on social media, you know the drill. Hopefully this video was helpful and you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, you just move along, and we will see you next time.